This is the May 2011 paper 1, and we're starting with problem 1. So we've got an equation that we need to substitute some values in. This is a typical kind of problem to start that the IB exam will start off with. And again, for paper 1 problems, if you have the correct answer, you will get full credit. If you have an incorrect answer, the IB grader will go back and look for some method points, meaning that you've shown the correct work. So in this problem, if you've got the right answer, you'll get full credit, but I would go ahead and say, well, I'm calculating the value of p, and I'm doing that by substituting 1.775 in for x and 1.44 for y, and I'm substituting the value of z is 48. Now I'm going to show you how I would do this in my calculator. I would do order of operations, and I'm going to calculate that square root first. So the square root of 1.44 is equal to, that's not right, the square root of my calculator's being a little glitchy, 1.2. I'm going to divide that value by 48. Divided by 48 is equal to 0.025. And now I'm going to take 1.775 and subtract from that my 0.025, which I can just call back up to the calculator using the second answer, and the answer is 1.75. And that's an exact answer for P. Then it says that Barry rounds incorrectly. He rounds x, y, and z to 1 sig fig, and we're going to round all those values. So we've got x is equal to, well, 1.775 rounded to 1 sig fig would be equal to 2, and 1.44 rounded to 1 sig fig would be equal to 1, and 48 rounded to 1 sig fig would be equal to 50. The 0 is insignificant. And then we're going to calculate Barry's estimate of P. So what Barry has done, I'm going to call this Barry's P is equal to, and he's substituting in the wrong number. So he's got for x 2, and for y, he's got 1, square root of 1, divided by 50. So we've got, well, the square root of 1 is 1, so 1 divided by 50, and that's 0.02, and we're going to have 2 minus 0.02 is equal to 1.98. So there's Barry's estimate for P. The next part of the question says calculate the percentage error for P, and remember that for percentage error we take the exact answer. Well, it doesn't actually matter which way you subtract because the percentage error is going to be an absolute value. So we're going to we can take the incorrect answer, the estimated answer, we're going to subtract the exact answer, but the important thing here is that we divide by the exact answer. So when we do that calculation, and we've got 1.98, I'm going to put that in the calculator so you can see what that looks like, minus 1.75. We're going to divide that value. Now I always hit enter before I divide, otherwise order of operations, if you had 198 minus 1.75 divided by 1.75, your calculator is going to do the order of operations and do the division first, which is not what we want to have happen. We want that subtraction to happen first. So I'm going to take that value and divide by 1.75. And the percentage error is, and I'm looking at my digits, I've got 0.131428. I want to round that to 3 sig fig, so that's 0.131. And remember, I multiply by 100, so that's equal to 0.131. But I need to change this. I want to change this into a percentage for the percentage error. So 1.131 times 100 is equal to 13.1%, and that would be the answer for the final part. And you want to make sure, just one more point, you want to make sure that your percentage error is a positive number, it's an absolute value. You don't have a negative, you don't want to have a negative percentage error.